Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. We all know that bone broth is good for you, right? I have made chicken broth before. I've made beef broth before. Never have I tried pork broth, but I've heard it's even better for you than the other two, and it's cheaper. So I'm gonna give it a shot today. The very best thing that you can put in your pork broth is pig's feet. That might weird you out. It weirds me out a little bit, but it's really good for your health. It has the most collagen, the most gelatin in there, which are all the bits that are full of nutrients and that are going to help you be healthy. So if you can't get your hands on some pig's feet, that's a funny phrase to say. If you can't get your hands on any pig's feet, then just use some bones. Use some pig bones. I found some at the grocery store here in Madrid. You can ask a butcher. Best thing would be to ask a farmer friend that you have that has pigs. So I'm going to give you a look, if I don't get too grossed out, into the inside of a pig's foot, okay? So, okay. Whoa, the skin. So this is a pig's foot. Oh, okay. And it's already cut open so that I can just open it up and show you all of that goodness. It looks disgusting, I know. At least it does to me. But it's really good for you. So the process we're going to do today is first we're going to boil it. We're going to boil it along with all the other bones that I have. All of that marrow is going to make a really flavorful and a really healthy bone broth for you to just have on hand. So we're going to boil it first, and that is going to remove any impurities because you never know what's on it, right? I mean, after all, it is a pig's foot. So we're going to boil all of it, the bones, the feet. I also have a pigtail here, which looks a little too phallic for me to hold up and show you, so I'm not going to. We're going to boil it all for about 10 minutes, and that's going to clean it, basically. Then we're going to put all of it into the oven, crank it up as high as you want, maybe 400, 425, and roast it until it looks like it's way past done. The reason for that is it's going to bring out all of the good flavor that's going to make this a very delicious broth for you. Never. Okay. So the good thing about blanching is you see all that scum on top? We're going to get to just take that off the top. Actually, we're pouring out all of this liquid. We're not keeping any of this liquid because we're not letting it go very long. The gelatin and the collagen is not going to have time to come out yet. So we've all probably heard that when you have a cold or a flu, the best thing for you is some good old-fashioned chicken noodle soup, right? Do you know why that is? So I'm learning more and more about this all the time. I've always known that making your own bone broth from like your own chicken stock, for example, is way healthier than buying the boxed or the canned version. I knew exactly why, and I'm the kind of person who likes to know why I'm doing things, why I'm asked to do things. So I've been learning a lot about it. The bones, the tendons, the marrow from animals are all really nutrient dense, and they're full of protein. And when you cook them, like in this bone broth over there, it breaks down the proteins and releases them into the broth. And then when you drink or, eat the soup, the proteins and the nutrients help with your gastrointestinal tract. They help with your immune system. They help your body be stronger to fight off whatever it's trying to fight off at that time. So that's why they do it. The bones are done with their initial boiling to get out all the impurities, and now we're going to drain them, discard that liquid, and then we're going to roast them in an oven. And you want it to the heat to be cranked up pretty high. You're going to let it go 30, 45 minutes until the bones, the feet, everything is brown but not burnt. So you're going to have to just check on it and watch it. So we ended up boiling it for about, I don't know, about an hour. And then we put it in the pressure cooker and cooked it on high for about 2 hours. And we're just now taking the bones out. You can see it is, bones are just falling apart. That's awesome. I can't wait to use this broth. Okay, so it's late at night, but I got all the bones, all the solids out of the broth, discarded those, and I put the broth into 2 separate containers, as you can see here. Added some ice cubes to chill it quicker, just so no bacteria growth happens, and I'm going to put it in the fridge to cool off. Tomorrow I'm expecting to pull it out of the fridge, see a layer of fat on top that I'm going to be able to just scrape off and maybe use later for something else, maybe. But the broth should be kind of like Jell-O because it has gelatin in it, real live gelatin. So anyway, looking forward to that, and we'll check in the morning. All right, here we are the next day. Take a look at this broth. I brought it outside because everyone in my house is really loud right now. You can see how the fat has separated up on top. So I'm just going to show you how nice and thick this can get because of the pig's feet, all that gelatin. So if you want, you can just discard this layer of fat. I personally would never dream of doing that because I like fat. Oh, sorry, I was covering that up. So anyway, just to show you the consistency, I did just pull this out of the fridge, but look at that. It's like all of that gelatin, all of that collagen in there. It makes it kind of a solid. I mean, you could make jigglers out of these. So the reason I do this is because 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. And what better way to strengthen your immune system this winter or all year round than to put good stuff in it like this. It's going to help your body be stronger to fight off illnesses, any sicknesses that come around. So go make your own broth. Use pig's feet if you can find them and if they don't gross you out too much. And I would love to hear in the comments what you do to make your broth, what your favorite way is, what your favorite animal is to use in it. So leave me some comments, subscribe to the channel for more videos later, and thanks for checking this one out.